I admitted on Friday I've been on both sides of this. I have been the annoyed roommate and I have been the over-welcomed boyfriend. The annoyed roommate that has a roommate that brings a girl into the house who basically is a roommate, but she's just not paying there. Mm-hmm. And I've also been the guy that spent the night too often with his girlfriend and who had roommates, and I was essentially the roommate. I've been on both sides of this.
Yeah, when I was living with 4 other girls in college, we never ended up having relationships long enough for like somebody to be there like all the time.
Yeah.
We kind of had like a revolving door of dudes that were coming at me. So I never encountered this issue. We had a plethora of other roommate issues. I remember coming home one day and I thought I heard something, and I come out into the kitchen and there is somebody crawling through our kitchen window. And I'm like, WTF? And it was one of my roommate's boyfriends. He couldn't get in the door, and she had fallen asleep and didn't let him in. So here he is crawling through the window, and I'm like, that is dangerous.
That's crazy. But didn't you do that? I thought you were having an out of body experience, and you saw yourself crawling in the window.
No, I crawled through a doggy door back in the day.
My bad.
And that was to break into my ex-boyfriend's house to see if he was cheating on me, which he was.
So this was not the revolving door of boyfriends in this house?
No.
Okay.
All right, so
Go ahead. So on Friday, he was telling us what?
Chris emailed us because he lives with 4 other roommates, including his partner, in a huge house. Everyone gets along. They're all financially responsible. They pay their fair shares of bills and rent. They're respectful. Like, it is the perfect roommate situation. Well, one of the guys has gotten into this whirlwind romance with a woman at work. They've only been dating 4 months, but he wants to move her in already. They have the space, and the extra contribution for rent and utilities would be awesome, but there's just one little problem. This girlfriend is super difficult. She's super loud. In fact, they've already gotten a noise complaint because of her. She's also rude and can be really hurtful. She's made rude comments about our listener, Chris. He knows he should have a thicker skin, but some of them really sting and make him feel bad about himself. And this chick is also really messy and inconsiderate of the fact that common areas are shared. So the thing is, everyone except Chris and his partner are on board with the idea of her moving in. And he doesn't want to be the bad guy to stop her from moving in, but he doesn't want the next year to be complete hell at his house. So he didn't know what to do.
That would be the worst.
I mean, she sounds like she encompasses every negative trait you could possibly have in a roommate.
And then being stuck with her for a year. So did he put his foot down or not over the weekend? Am I reading?
Yep.
Okay. I can't. Cassie's in the middle of my Zoom schedule. Okay. Unfortunately, I was outvoted. It seems that everybody would now like her to move into our apartment. Even my partner, who was originally on my side with this whole thing, has gone against me. He now thinks it would be a good thing for this girl to move in. I guess everybody cares more about money than quality of life. They are only considering the fact that they will be paying less on rent and utilities because she would be paying a cut of it. I'm so annoyed. Even if it's going to cost us all less money individually, it isn't worth it for the annoyance. I kind of threw a temper tantrum about it. It was so bad that by the end of it, nobody was talking to me. I even threatened to move out myself. I assumed everybody would try to talk me out of it, and I was wrong.
Just like, go ahead, Dean.
I am out of here. All right.
Bye.
You go. They all seemed way too okay with the idea of me leaving. It's as if they would all rather have her there than me. And the worst part of it is that my partner seems to be on the same page, too.
What if she's the bad roommate and she doesn't know it?
Yeah?
A lot of them don't.
I mean, are completely oblivious. I was the bad roommate, and I was oblivious in the moment. I look back now, and I'm like, oh my God, I was a nightmare. I should send apology letters to every single one of my girlfriends.
Maybe they were bringing this new one in to push her out.
Plot twist.
It's just like when you got squirrels in the attic, you're like, we got to smoke them out.
Yeah.
You got to get her in there and smoke them out.
I haven't really spoken to any of them since all this went down on Saturday. I haven't been back to the apartment since. I've been crashing at a friend's/coworker's place. Based on things I'm seeing on Insta, it seems she's already started to move in. So I guess I need to decide if I'm okay with it and ask to be forgiven for my outburst. If not, it's time to start looking for a new place to live. I'm leaning towards a new place. Thanks for checking in. This all really stinks. It sucks also when you're the roommate that has to put up with the tension between 2 other roommates. And you could feel it every time they're in the room together. anytime one says it, you're always wondering if it's going to blow up. It's a bad situation for everybody.
When you have an issue with a roommate and you are coming home from work, and you should be coming home from work and just like going to my sanctuary, going to relax. But as soon as you pull into that parking space and you just know that animosity and that toxicity is waiting there for you, it's the worst.
Or you see the car even parked
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
That's where it starts for me.
Stomach
Like,
start turning.
Damn it.
I've drove up and been like, oh, the car's not here, thank God. And then you walk in the house, and for whatever reason, their car's in the shop, or they park down the street or
Yeah.
whatever. And like he's sitting on the couch. I'm like, damn it! It's like I literally yell at him.
No.
What's wrong? Your face.
you.
It sucks. I think at the point that you told everybody I'll leave, and they was like, "That's cool. You really got to leave." now."
Yeah, that's right.
They called your bluff.
Drew a line in the sand. Bye.
The Bert Show.